We are actually unmuted at the.
Well, then we're good.
Is the audio coming through?
We do. We'll find out when people say that it's not or it is. Christian Spectre, I'll be in fancy.
Swipe. Swiping.
Got the Red Army out ready to go. So today is Quaquaval versus Paldean Clodsire.
Also known
I'm not
as
sure how balanced this matchup is, but I'm sure we'll find out very quickly.
Quaquaval is about to literally make mud out of Clodsire.
That's kind of my feeling too, but we'll find out. This is why we test.
Clodsire, would you like to start?
So if you watched our bonus video this week, or the bonus video on Wednesday, you'll notice that Paldean Clodsire got some changes. We are sticking with those changes for this video, for this live stream. So Ryan's going to go ahead and do a little profile for us to let us kind of see how this deck is put together now.
You can't first your own stream, Ryan.
I'm not the one streaming. He is.
You're on stream.
I'm still first, okay?
It's like when content creators like put a video on schedule and then they'll like put first, but it's like scheduled for 2 months out.
So when the person's first see it, they'll say first
Yeah.
2 months ago.
So for the Paldean Clodsire, the fluffy bed,
The Muddy Boy.
the muddy boy, we have 4 Paldean Whoopers that have the 60 HP. And
Most
the
importantly,
reason why
one
we changed it was because the other one was a 2 retreat cost, right?
Yeah, and it was just not. It wasn't working with the 2 retreat concept.
The original thought behind it was essentially you said to
And-
the stadium out.
Yeah,
But-
and then we have 3 Clodsire X's, which its ability is Toxic Swamp. Once during your turn, if a stadium is in play, either yours or your opponent's stadium, it just needs the stadium in play, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. And it's got 200 HP, and its attack for a dark and 2 colorless is Bone Needles. For 200, flip a coin. If tails during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. And then here come the rats.
The Rat Army.
The rat army that just got getting sniped last week.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen as much this week.
Well, yeah, because it's not Chimpao. So we have a low on Rattata with Hyper Fang. You're really not using Rattata as a attacker. You're primarily using it for the evolution line, which will
Speak for
be.
yourself. I will attack with Rattata and we'll win.
Do you want to pilot Cloudfire? I'll pilot Quaquaval.
I want to win this week, so.
So you're using Aloha Eradicate as honestly your main attacker. Its Super Fang attack is for 3 colorless. Put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10, and then the premises is pairing that with a poison in between check up, it gets knocked out. Then a very dangerous Galarian Moltres, as a lot of us have seen over the past few weeks.
Yep.
Very threatening. Then we have a Luminion V for going and getting the supporters.
More like target.
Radiant Greninja to draw cards. And a Sableye. The Sableye, you're probably using it for the Unseen Claw?
You're using it to bully.
Okay. Yeah. So Unseen Claw for Darkness Energy does 20 plus if your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition. This attack does 70 more damage, and if you really want to, Dark Eye to put your opponent's active Pokemon out sleep. That's it for the Pokemon. Then we have the trainers. So we have 3 researches for card draw, 2 Boss's Order for gusting, 2 of best card in formats, being Iono. Marnie and N had a child. Those that are not familiar with Iono, it is a new card coming with Paldea Evolved. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it at the bottom of their deck. Then each player draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. So it's got the bottom of the deck aspect for Marnie and the prize card aspect for N. So hence N and Marnie had a child. Then we have one Clara for some recursion. Message for the supporters. Then we have our items being 4 Dark Patch, 4 Nest Ball. Then we have 4 Ultra Ball, so like usual, hefty search. 3 Trekking Shoes.
Down from 4 to try to make room for the Clara and for the Moltres.
2 of arguably one of the best looking Switch arts. I still like others over this one, but you can't really go.
Actually the one from Sun and Base and Shining Legends, but
You can't really go wrong with Heart Gold Soul Silver still.
Yeah,
1 Pal Pad, 1 Super Rod for some recursion, and then we have 2 copies of Beach Court, 2 copies of Maze of Golza, and then 4. We have 8 Darkness Energy and 4 Double Turbos.
So that's Mr. Clodsire.
So
Next up
this is
the duck.
Quack, 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 quack. I'm sorry, I was speaking English. We're going to be playing 4 Quaxley, 1 Quaxwell, and 3 Quaquaval X. So the primary attacker of this deck, it reads, switch this for 1 water energy for 60 damage, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, then your opponent switches their active with one of their bench Pokemon. So essentially, escape rope. Right after the attack, allows you to put in something into the active to be able to essentially disrupt your opponent. It's a great card. I think everybody knows what Pokemon's going to be, which comes later. So we're also going to be playing 2 of the Quaquaval with Energy Carnival, 1 Prizer. If you really need to attack with it, sure, but honestly, it's only here for the Energy Carnival to get you 1 extra attachment of basic energy. Not as great as, let's say, Excalibur, but honestly, since we're already playing the line, it's a great option to be able to evolve to it. In other decks, this honestly is really, really good because it gives you an extra attachment of anything. Energy Carnival does not specify water to water or anything like that, just gives you an extra free attachment.
It's kind of like Dynamotor, but from the hand.
Well, Dynamotor gives only electricity. This is literally any basic energy. Yeah. So 1 Radiant Greninja, because we need to draw cards. And to nobody's surprise, 3 Klefki, which is the Pokemon that we would love to be switching into with Quaquaval X. And actually, I'm very sorry, I actually forgot to mention the second attack, which really is Propeller Shot, does 230, which is nothing to quack at. It's 2 energies. Says put 2 energies on this Pokemon into your hand. So if you really, if your Quaquaval is going down or anything, those energies are still available for you to use. All right, moving on. We are going to be playing our draw engine, which is 2 Bidoof. We're playing the Carefree Countenance to make sure it does not get sniped on the bench. And 2 Bibarels with Industrious Incisors to allow us to draw up until we have 5 cards.
We also have to remember, Iono is not judged.
Iono is not judged, no. So we'll get to her, but we're going to be playing 4 Irida because this is a water deck, and Irida in a water deck is broken.
Paldea Evolved sees the return of 4 Irida in water decks. Big shocker there.
And 3 of Best Girl Iono because, as my partner here already commented, Iono is a great card.
He's stubborn.
Iono.
This is not chemistry.
It's clearly based. You know what?
It's literally Iono. Because her name in Spanish is Enigma.
Okay, you keep calling it Arceus. I will call it Arceus.
It's literally Arceus.
I know, and I still call it Arceus.
Fine, it's Drapion.
Rayquaza.
I'm gonna.
Rayquaza is right.
Correct. Do it. I dare you. Call it Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
Exactly. 2 bosses orders because we want to be able to knock out opponents on the bench. 4 nest balls because this deck plays basic Pokemon.
Fine. Giant green lizard that stops children from fighting.
The shiny one's black. 4 rare candy so that we can evolve to our stage 2s because we have a lot of them in there in the deck.
Well, that's if you get to see a rare candy.
And 4 Ultra Ball so that we can get said stage 2s. I mean,
For the
Iridia is
record,
definitely
he
getting
was playing the Guardy deck that I have built, and he didn't see a single rare candy until the end of the game.
That seems bad.
we're going to be playing only 2 level balls, which is a low count. But honestly, we're doing pretty well with the less balls, and the level balls really kind of there to
The
get
level ball is primary, I would say, to probably get the
Klefki's.
Klefki,
Yeah.
or maybe if you need the
I mean,
Badoo.
it's also it is another out still for Quaxley and for Quaxwell. It's all year round late night.
That's right. Quaxwell does have 90 HP, so we're able to do it. So we are running a single copy of Battle VIP Pass. Why not run the 4? Because really there's no space in the deck. However, we still want a single copy in the deck in case we do get the capability of doing Irida turn 1. That allows us to get an item, and that item allows us to essentially set up.
For a while there, it's nothing new, because for a while there's a lot of Keyrum decks running only 1 VIP pass.
Like, I think if the deck had the space, it would want a second one just to try to dodge prizing problems. But 1 is good a lot.
I don't think
The deck does not rely strictly on getting it Battle VIP.
No.
But it's a nice to
It's
have.
not a deck that needs the auto for like Chen Pao, Mew,
So it's
Garatina, or any Lost Box, honestly.
So it's a very nice to have, but it's not a necessary. So we're still playing the 1 to get that option with Irida. We're getting playing 1 copy of Energy Search Superior Fossil Art. Playing 1 copy of Hisuian Heavy Ball because
It's a staple in this format.
we need to get our basic Pokemon out of our prizes just in case. A single copy of Super Rod because we need to recover basic Pokemon back into the deck. And honestly, recovering 3 of any combination of Pokemon and energy cards, it's a brand new card. Coming to Paldea Evolved, however, it's been in previous formats, so some people might already be familiar with it.
Black and white and X and white, wasn't it? Or is it just X and white?
Black and white. It was yeah. I think it was like plasma.
Was it Plasma Freeze? Why is everything Plasma
Black
Freeze?
and white. It was a Noble Victories.
Novel
Okay.
Victors. Okay. So we're playing 2 copies of Vitality Band. Really, we're just trying to play this, if I remember correctly, for that extra 10 damage on the Lively Samba attack, which is 60, to hit that 70 number, which is so critical with Klefki's, Comfeys, pretty much a lot of small Pokemon are 70s themselves.
Whatever crazy reason you have been doing this in opposing Quaxley, I'll knock that out.
So yeah, 70 is a very magical number for basic Pokemon, and honestly being able to kill that, just hit that extra 10 damage
Now,
is very important.
The unfortunate thing is, I would say it doesn't kill Fuecoco, but it does because of weakness.
Correct.
Because otherwise, it would be
Yeah.
20 off from.
Okay, and then we're also playing 2 copies
I
of
was
Art of
actually shocked about that. Fuecoco having 90 HP for a basic.
So we're also playing 2 copies of Artizone, the Stadium card. We are able to search for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box and put it onto advantage. Essentially, another nest ball, but works for both players. But honestly, another nest ball is never a bad thing.
GLC is gonna love that card.
And we're also playing 7, if I'm
Especially if it's like a
correctly
dragon
counting, 7 copies of Basic Energy and 4 copies of Jet Energy. God, do I love this energy.
It's great. Somebody asked last video, like, why we're running so many copies of Jet Energy.
Because
The reason is because it's great, and you want to make sure that you have it as early as possible, because it really does matter for you making your shenanigans.
Now,
Yeah.
if all 4 of them are prized, you're gonna have a rough time.
So this deck, obviously, we're pivoting a lot with Lively Samba. We're trying to get those 1-hit KOs out of there, and then get out with the Klefki to disrupt your opponent a lot. So that Jet Energy allows us to jump right back into that active spot, so that we can Lively Samba again and then jump back out. So, all right, that is the deck. So we will join in just a second while it takes us. Or are we?
I mean,
in
this is live stream.
This is a live stream. Okay. So we are
It's
live.
not bonus video.
We are live shuffling. That's right.
We are
Heads or tails, good stuff.
Test never fails.
It'll fail for you.
It is fail. Two.
I will go first.
Tells never fails unless somebody cheats, is what I'm hearing.
I don't cheat. I just jinx you.
That's cheating.
Well,
I'm not my fault that I curse you.
Soon he'll be jinxing you.
Judge.
Fine, 5 mulligans.
Jinx X. Have we have
For
a reveal
those that
Jinx X
don't
yet?
understand what we're talking about, a few weeks ago when we were testing Chen Pao, I was like, okay, cool, there's a mulligan. And then I was like, do that 5 more times. It happened 5 more times.
We ended up judge balling. I just let the stream go on.
It actually would have hit 7 mullies,
So,
too, that
while-
we at least know of.
While we shuffle this very thoroughly,
Mm-hmm.
I want your actual thoughts on Aerodactyl.
That's actually one thing that I was also wanting to talk about. It's like, honestly, what do you think about a Aerodactyl Archeops Lugia deck?
First, let's talk about the card first.
Honestly, I think it's great. It's gonna be really strong, especially in GLC because it's a colorless. You can play that in a control. I honestly think that it
Let me
can
read the
see
card
play.
first.
So I'm gonna read it out so people who are just coming into this without knowing what's going on can understand what's happening while you're shuffling. So Aerodactyl is from Pokemon card 151. We don't know yet when we're going to be getting in English, but more than likely it'll be a mini set in the fall. Although mini is maybe a strong word. So Aerodactyl says it has an attack for 1 colorless energy, glide does 30 damage, and then for 2 colorless energy, Degeneration Arc. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, you evolve it by putting the highest stage evolution card into your opponent's hand. So it's exactly the same thing.
And how much damage does the attack also do?
It does 100. So it does exactly the same thing as Golurky.
So honestly, all I'm hearing is literally slap a DT on it and a Vitality Band, and you hit for the Magic 90.
Because Golurk V pretty much
It pretty much does the exact same thing.
But the cost wasn't double colorless, was it?
Golurk does, I think, it's
So-
either 3 colorless or a Psychic and 2 colorless, I
'Cause
think.
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter that much because Gardevoir. But it's 2 color or 2 psychic, 2 colorless.
Okay.
But and that's 180.
Yeah, but I mean the thing is it's a single prizer. You can literally throw a DT and a Vitality Band, and you're literally knocking out a Gardevoir, because you are gonna deal 90 damage to it. You de-evolve it, it knocks out the Kirlia. Bye, draw, and
I think the Aerodactyl is interesting in a Zorobox style of deck. I just don't know that you ever would play with Lugia necessarily.
Oh my god!
Well,
I just realized it is a stage 1. Oh,
well, because you can easily do it in
I
a
hadn't
Zoroark
thought about
box, but like with the Lugia, you would do the Summoning Star for the Archeops because it's a stage 2er. But you could theory just do like say a Lugia control deck with it.
I don't know that you play with Lugia. I don't think it's worth it in Lugia. I think as a Zorobox tech card, maybe. Otherwise, I don't think so. The biggest problem is like you would have to be using it in Zorobox to make it useful.
I think it's going to get a lot more play as we go into the X format than the V format, because specifically we just talked about last week that that big gap between the stage 1 and the stage 2 X Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So I mean that definitely is what makes it useful.
Give me 5 monies
I'll give you 1.
so far.
Oh, wait, you didn't know again?
Uh-huh.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, there's nothing clunked.
Yeah,
Fine, I'll give you benefit of the doubt. Give me 2 more.
so it's a decent card. I just like it's maybe not quite as hype worthy as people think it is. At least not right out of the gate.
Somebody's gonna find some busted thing
Yeah,
to do.
Xander
it
will
in.
find some busted thing.
Oh, that is definitely Sanders' alley.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I hesitate to say that it's great out of the gate. And big part it is because the B maxes and B stars and B.
You said you're going first, right?
Because you need to have some other strategy in order for it to work, which is why
Only-
something like a Zorobox would function.
Okay, and we're ready. Good luck.
Putting that Ultra Ball, discarding Phosphorus. And Eradicates.
Osmolan Eradicate.
I thought.
It's a fat rat, okay? It's a chunky boy.
How many more Meowths are we gonna get?
You know?
Yeah, we should have gotten a Paldean Meowth.
Unless I think Meowth is very, very overloved.
It's the only one with 3, right? And the most regional forms?
It has the most, yeah. I'm trying to think of there's another. Loves. No, there is.
Diglett is the closest with Wiglet, but it's not considered.
That's a different one.
Pass.
Sure.
I mean, it is. It's a different deck number and everything.
Yeah, officially, sure. Yeah, pretty for Ninja, because I can't really do much with it. Let's go ahead and put the Syrian Happy Ball.
Look at these Digimon prize cards.
Grab a Quaxley from our prizes.
A question for the chat. Which deck are you most excited for?
Chen Pao.
Paldea Evolved. And already making known that, yes, Chen Pao is the deck he's most excited for.
Chen Pao, and then honestly, I'm gonna say probably Ting Lu. And then,
That's
like,
fine.
if we're meaning playability wise, Chen Pao, Ting Lu, maybe Wo Chin, with Fortress. But if we're just meaning just like stuff that I'm just looking forward to just playing and building, Chen Pao, Ting Lu, Skeldurge. Just because Skeldurge is just
Arida?
great. Because he's a really good attacker, but it's also best starter for Scar and Violet.
Yes.
Alright, so Battle VIP Pass, not prized. Irida going for the gold here.
No, I think I don't see Battle VIP Pass. I see a choice bell.
Can't be a choice bet.
Play Battle VIP Pass.
That's the point. It's illegal play. Assuming that deck wouldn't even run a choice belt,
Black.
so.
One more we do.
I do wish I could get.
Now the funny part here is if I was running Chen Pao, I could easily snipe those Bidoofs.
The funny thing is here is it's snipe your stuff.
Yeah, but if I was running Chen Pao, I could easily snipe those Bidoofs right now because they don't have their protection ability.
It's true.
They will. That's fine.
Everything will be alright in the end. It's not alright, it's at the end.
I'm going to attach a water energy to Quaxley, and I believe that will end my turn. These are Bidoofs on one side.
Trying to figure out, is it the better to attach it to the active or the bench?
Do you think you're going to be attacking with it this turn?
I mean, I could. Well, no, Stampede would do literally nothing.
Probably not the active.
Search.
The good thing is, if you can get a dark patch, you can maybe switch it out.
Switch out what?
Mesocosa.
Instant.
That's fine. That's fun.
I like those balls. They're the best.
They're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever take them down. Copyright.
One, two, three, four, five. Red attack because you don't have the Greninja.
Hey, it's Tandem. What's up, Tandem? What you getting from the merch store? I want to know.
Honestly, Greninja. Just because that thing is eventually leaving the active.
And I'll make sure Greninja's the first target.
I want to get that water bottle.
The water bottle from
Yeah, the merch store.
store.justinbasil.com.
I'm actually grab it.
And yes, you have to put that inflection every time I say store.justinbasil.com.
It reminds me of if you know the comedian Chip Dunham.
This is honestly
Yes.
gonna
Yeah,
hurt,
penis.
but Ultra Ball, DTE, and Darkness.
Lots of resources.
Clodsire.
He went absolutely crazy.
And we are going to Toxic Swamp you, good sir.
Until you get tournament or what?
What? I have no idea what you just said. Something Yu-Gi-Oh?
Somebody went to me on the phone. You went to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament or what?
For what?
It's tough this one.
Oh.
Look, it got banned from dealer for a reason.
And pass.
Okay,
And I
between
will
turns.
slowly poison the Klefki to death.
That was actually exactly what I wanted. Now,
Is it though?
it kind of is. So, we are going to try our luck.
So, every time I've had an Ultra Ball in hand, I've always had one or two of these in hand.
That's fine.
Gonna play
Yeah.
Mesa goes up.
Hey,
Hits.
busted.
I see a 5.
Let's see fire.
I see somebody needs to get their glasses checked.
My glasses are at the house.
Exactly. Go check them.
Actually, the layers are actually splitting in the glass.
Everyone's having measure feeling off.
Oh yeah, I mean you remember when it's going on because I thought I had broke them on something, but I hadn't dropped them.
I selected Bibera with Mezagosa. I am digivolving to Bibera.
Oh my god.
Oh lord. Mister, I'm gonna do both.
I mean he literally has his prize card set
I'm
up
gonna
like
play
it's
Jet
security.
Energy, allowing me to
Floats to active.
jump into the active. Lefty remains with 10 HP, no longer poisoned.
With 10 HP?
Yeah,
10
took
HP.
a lot of damage.
I was like, I'm glad to
Ooh.
keep a Klefki at 10 HP.
Hey Tannen, when you get that notebook, get pictures for the Discord because I want to see how they come out.
Okay, so this is either going to go really well or really bad. We're going to Industrious Incisors for 2.
Cross those fingers for Nirda.
That was really bad. Okay.
Feel like maybe bonus, but it's should have been left open.
Are you doing reckless charge me?
No, I'm
You're
going to
doing manual
retreat.
retreat in the Klefki.
I will pass.
Mesa goes up.
Dude, that is terrible how come music goes up.
Iona.
Okay. We have to wave the card around here. Because it was
Alright.
the one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's shuffling.
So we're both going to 6 and shuffling our current hands to the bottom of the deck. Well, to be clear, shuffle our current hand and then place it at the bottom of the deck.
What is up with this?
Excellent.
Trekking.
boss back, I have to imagine.
Getting
Pad allows you to put your supporters, 2 supporters,
up to 2.
up to 2 supporters back into your deck.
So honestly, a boss and I don't know. Then we are going to Toxic Swamp.
Okay. The part of your turn.
And we will.
Got 20 damage.
It says run Dark Patch,
Draw.
right?
Yeah.
I know it does, but it runs it, right?
It's like him and Rick Candy's.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I was there for that.
Okay, let's try our
No,
luck
this deck right now.
with Mezagosa. That's a
Dude.
fail.
That's a freaking 75% fail rate for this dude.
Energy Search. Energy Search allows me to get a
Basic.
jet, right?
Sure, if it allows me to go get a DCE and a Eternal and Expanded.
We have a small issue, but
You
I
have a
think,
order at least.
yeah, I think I actually know a way out of this. I know.
You're not as bad as I thought you were.
I never said I was bad. Why would you assume that?
I'm not singing Michael Jackson's.
Okay. Touch of basic energy to Quaxley. We are going to Ultra Ball. Klefki and a basic energy. To get Energy Carnival. Quackable.
Seems like a plan.
We're going to play Rare Candy and evolve one of our other Quaxleys to Quackable. We're going to play Super Rod. To put only 2 basic energies back into the deck.
It's weird because my brain immediately went to like the ordinary rod interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 2 and 2. Is it no, this is super rod, this isn't ordinary rod.
We're going to Industrious Incisors for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Okay. We are going to Rare Candy into Quackable X.
Yeah.
Both of which with the last 2 cards off of Industrious Incisors. We just need one small piece of the puzzle. So we're gonna go for it. I don't know. Believe it or not, we did not get what we needed. That is out of range on that. That is not helpful at all. At least not today.
What do we say to the God of Death?
Not today.
You have already manually attached. You have not yet
Yes.
used Energy Carnival, though, right? Have you?
I have not.
So that's rough.
It is.
Rough, buddy.
That's what I was trying to play. Okay. I guess we are passing.
And taking 10.
Yes.
And Raticate.
Hey, Raymond. Long time no see, man. When you can come out in Dragon's Lair again.
Who?
Right.
Oh.
Oh, to be clear, there is no Pokemon tomorrow in Dragon's Lair. Just heads up. Unfortunately, it is not happening because of becoming today. Boo.
I might take the time to do a claim sale tomorrow on Burbank.
Dark patch. Trekking shoes. Have I used Mesa?
No.
Mesa Goza.
Yeah,
That's 2 out of 5 now.
yeah.
At least one of you, at least each of you have gotten the heads out of it. So,
I've had it too.
you good too?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
That's Bibarel and Quaquaval.
That's out of 6 then.
Hmm?
That's out of 6 flips then. That's 3 out of 6. That's 50,
Mhm.
The Clod.
50-50, but those 50s were both
So the question is, are you retreating
out of 5 though.
before you evolve?
Out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, pre-comic book day, they decided to just call it bad because last comic book day it went so late that
Treats.
it wasn't going to happen. I'm kind of amazed you attached to the Eradicate. I would have actually gone in with a Clodsire instead, but
Boss.
or that.
Mm-hmm.
That explains it.
Toxic Swamp. And so Toxic Swamp and Super Fang.
Between turns, the combo knocked Quaquaval X down, and
So Super Bang puts it to 10 HP. Poison does 10 damage, which knocks it. Super Bang is a little nasty.
Well, it plays with Quaxley. A little draw.
Unfortunately, the HP on that Eradicate is just high enough that it's going to be a problem.
Quite possibly, yes. So we are going to Nest Ball.
Some of these fill off.
The backs.
No, the sides.
Interesting.
And your... You can tell the one that's out of place, right? Really?
I'm going to use Mezagosa. There's a miss. It's a 5.
Because it's right here.
There's a problem because we don't really have any big energy acceleration.
The biggest problem you have right now is finding what you need when you need it.
We'll get Lovable. We get Quaxwell.
We're probably going to be at my place tomorrow just testing stuff. I know Ryan
And doing some surgery.
and some surgery. Yeah, Ryan and I are going to be performing surgery in Yoskirata to try to make that deck not suck so much.
Good luck.
Dude, we don't have to do like a
Futile.
complete overhaul on that thing. Like,
I
we don't have
I
to throw in
the worst
Luminia.
parts to start out with.
We don't have to like throw in a Luminian, Arvin, a Forest Sailstone, Energy Surge. Because, like, getting the Masquerade is not the issue. It's getting the stuff to actually have it do what it's supposed to is the issue.
It's doing both. It can do one or the other.
Yeah, but it's not doing what it's actually supposed to. It's either getting all the energy but not the X's, or it's getting all the X's and no energy to do what it's supposed to.
Touch. No. Left key.
Is that 30 correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
give you a free nest ball. What's in hand?
5.
20. Industrious and citrus for 3.
I feel like there's a
That's from last turn. I had not used it today.
today.
Earlier. I mean. Ultra ball.
Good. The good thing about the barrel too is it makes you a lot more iono proof. Because iono can just end you late game.
Industrious and citrus for 3.
What Maridon, Ray? What Mew and Maridon? Do you know which one he's talking about?
Super Shonen, Southern Mew, and Morado. We'll talk about it offline, Ray.
If only that were canon, I could just cut that.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Never punished.
Overly punished.
Never punished.
We're going to attach for Energy Carnival.
You're in
Relevant,
Energy
yeah.
Carnival.
I mean, I would, but I'm pretty sure
That's
I'm
not
on
Energy
Energy
Carnival.
sorry. I think that might actually be the end of my turn.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Never punish.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Dark patch.
That quest will be in this turn.
Attach.
Well, ain't that a bad rat? I think it's interesting because Clodsire doesn't seem to really be struggling against Quaquaval. I guess because none of its abilities are really basic based. Like Greninja is obviously, but
Honestly, Toxic Swamp, and then Super Fang. You do know I'm purposely keeping it at a Wooper, right?
because then it can't be gust stalled.
Correct.
Right.
Because if he gusts anything that's not Wooper or Greninja, it promotes another attacker, and if he promotes the others, I can just attach retreat or just beach court retreat. So I can't get stalled. He can still find probably a way to stall me, it's just, it will probably take a while. but I'm purposely leaving it there just so that it's not a locked. Here's the fourth one.
And it is third.
Yeah. This is the kid drawing
You have
them.
you have all three of them already in
Yeah, I
play.
have 3 of the 4 in play. Otherwise, that one would be there, and I would just evolve that and literally just have this, and that as attacker.
Yeah, it's pretty rough already.
Okay. These two. Putting Erida back into my hand because I'm a cheater. Artisan. Yeah.
4.
Do you have the energy required to attack right now?
Oh, lovely Samba attacks for 1.
Oh, you're going to do the first attack.
Yeah, I am definitely going to. So how many cards I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's plenty. Industrial synthesizer for 2. Lively Samba for 70.
I feel like in this matchup, he's just.
Honestly, it's really just there to get rid of. Yeah.
This is really not doing any work.
That's okay. I just don't want him drawing any more cards.
Speed Squirt's a very good card, but I still miss like the retreat cost tools. I want something like a U-turn board or a skateboard or a air balloon or something. Bloodstone maybe.
Toxic
No.
Swamp.
Bloodstone 2 OP.
And Super Fang. Is it a smart decision promoting the one that isn't damaged?
I mean, probably. I had a Clod. Because I don't think he's ever going to do enough damage to KO even the Clod, so. How much HP does Clod have?
280.
Yeah.
Punch here. Get Iona. I haven't knocked out a single Pokemon.
Nope. I don't remember Quaquaval struggling like this last time we played.
I mean, last time it played,
Energy
didn't it
Carnival.
technically go up against Masquerada?
Okay.
I was like, that's not really a hard hurdle
It
to
didn't
go.
struggle against a deck that struggles even worse.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't understand why Masquerada struggles so damn bad.
Because it's not Shenpao.
Shinpao is strangely and strongly consistent.
Strangely and strongly.
I guess the run is stage 2 line. He doesn't care. Maybe the difference really is Irida. Irida's really good.
I think Irida is
Hydro
what makes
Kick for 140.
what makes that deck as strong as it
Holy
is.
crap. This guy
Uh,
took the prize card. Everyone does celebrate. Celebrate.
Love that it's barely good. I mean, you could poison it as well, but it's like barely gonna do 180.
I mean,
Concealed cards. For balls. Phase white. Beach courts. Or minion for
discard beach court.
research.
Same would have been a great way to say screw to those or the puppies. Raymond's getting a car in a couple months.
Attach for turn. Then clean research.
A clean discard, draw 7. Chef's kiss.
And be sure you Iono me, Clodsire. And then we will already do that.
Dark
Then we are. I mean, I don't even need to Toxic Swamp you. I just have knockout on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
See if you have to. Whether or not you can attack next.
Yeah. Bone needles. Where'd it go? I don't want the kitty getting it. Bone needle.
Tails right now for
For a second there, I was like, "Where did the Clod go?"
It's not a cloud. It's hit by Aerodactyl.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So knockout.
The duck is done. Do you want some duck confit?
Clod coming for you for saying that he's already dead.
Stop. He's already dead.
That will probably show up better. That one shows up better than the Great Ball on it, right? So, Great Ball.
It's fine. They're both fine.
Okay. You know I'm putting that on it, right?
To show that you can't attack with it next time.
Yeah.
Boss the rat.
How dare you?
Timber's voice.
That's just incisors for 1.
That's the top decks.
Not too busted, unfortunately.
Is it scoop it into a game 2 levels of top deck?
Not yet.
I mean, this price trade makes it feel like it. Especially now that Clodsire going to the bench resets that can't attack. Feels real bad.
Lively Samba for knockout.
Actually, let me do this the correct way. Laura.
Oh, Laura, she good. I would just like to point out that I was guilty of underestimating how powerful Clara was when she was first released.
Mm-hmm.
I was right about Irida. I was not. Clara's broken.
Yeah.
Then we will do Moltres. Two, three, four. Toxic Swamp. And Bone Needles.
You get to attack this turn. Draw.
You're the good guy. Wait. Maybe.
The look of disappointment with the retreat.
Give me the rat.
If you turn this around, I might actually laugh very.
Why?
Just because it's so unlikely at this point.
Yeah. Propeller shot for 230.
The bonus video is going to be Quaquaval versus Regigigas.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a match.
Toxic Spike. Or not Toxic Spike. Toxic Swamp.
I heard Toxic Spike Judge.
Then Bone Needles.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Just saying.
And you don't run Judge and you're out of Ionos.
I am out of Ionos. I was actually hoping to pull one.
I don't think the deck runs any Pal Pads, does it?
Let's go to game 2.
So
I would say the pricing wasn't bad at all. It's
No, I'm not talking about this. I'm
Yeah.
just talking about the whole situation with the deck out.
so
Drew and Drew and
well,
Drew
because
and
like
Drew, but-
if he promotes anything else besides the Quaquavals, I literally have everything in. Like, it just takes one shot to kill it.
I had a great first turn, and then everything just slowed to a crawl.
Slow to a
No.
crawl. I slowed to
I
a
think
crawl to that.
And so I think it's because you're guilty of overbenching that first turn.
You think so?
Because if
You should have done the Greninja.
I think
Because I mean that was a consideration for it.
I think you should have the Greninja down because your Klefki's not always in the active spot. So I think you basically pulled.
Do you think I
pulled the
essentially
rug out underneath yourself.
slowed the game down on myself with the
Yes,
Clash?
you
Okay.
100% did.
Okay.
Because you could have and should have managed to get out of the active spot and then start using Greninja. You didn't need to have the active spot all the time. You didn't have an active spot.
I ran out of deck, or else I could have gotten that comeback.
Look, your deck just wasn't big enough.
I mean, I was just waiting for him to get down to one prize card, and then I was not. I don't know.
I don't think it gotten that far.
Because I mean, literally after I
It would
damaged
not.
both Quaquavals,
The reason I
it
scooped-
sealed it.
Yeah, the reason I scooped is because I don't have anything else to stall with. Literally anything I promote, you can kill.
Yeah. Especially with the fiery wrath on the bench.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, that seems premature, but
Yeah, that was a bit premature. Like, I don't see why to put it down right now when I had so many prizes left.
I mean, I get, the only thing I think it was like a bait for a boss, but like you burned your bosses already.
Yeah, I'm going to go after the rat. It's the it's still one
That's
that
the big threat.
yeah.
Those couple times it went off, I was like, ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it got that Quaquaval X right off the bat.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we can do with game 2.
Now it's the rat's turn to break.
First or second?
Mulligan. I will take first.
I would have loved there to be a basic in that hand.
That's a very correct hand otherwise.
So I'm piloting Reggie's for the bonus.
Probably. I wanna pilot Quack though. I haven't piloted anything in a while.
I was like, you haven't played in a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna pilot something.
That's 2.
Well, 1 technically if I...
Yeah. Well, 2 overall against your 1.
Oh my god.
So evened out.
The 2-2.
Yeah.
These do play
What is
basics,
this?
right?
Yes, they play basics. You saw
Am I playing Masquerada?
You saw all the Klefkies that were in play.
I mean, if we get up to
I don't
7...
even know what's up with Masquerada and it's Mulligan.
I told you it was like 7 basic Pokemon only. Oh, the first version.
So, 4DT Mew runs 7 basics.
And it doesn't.
For the most part, most of them are kind of transitioning into if like 7, just for that
I'm not
extra.
sure why. I tried the newest version of DT Mew the other day, and I was like, I actually kind of like this. I feel horrible because I'm like a fusion stan, but I really like Super Saiyan.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You know, let's speed through this.
You are going
First.
Then all of starting cards. Give your opponents as much information as possible.
Good luck. Yeah. I personally only like I do that on turn 1 unless it's like there's a reason to.
Because there's no longer a reason to be. At least not
Conceal cards.
standard. There's no reason to play them all down. Because you can't get let loose out of them. You can't get hit by on turn 1.
No
There's
spells,
reason
another
to play
boss.
them down. There's no reason to play them down.
It's just always been a force of habit of mine.
Yeah, it's how you should get it.
I should
At least
probably,
standard.
yeah.
Like for expanded and even for eternal, yeah, okay, I get it. But for standard, I don't think it's worth. In fact, I think it's actually actively bad to play them down early, especially if you're going second.
are you?
Expand. It's like fast rate, fast rate.
Was that level Ness?
Yes.
Okay, because
That's
I was like,
very
was that a
nice.
Battle VIP pass? And then I was like, wait, what?
Hey, you know what's funny? Fiction was forced to play down Greninja.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just realized how, man, I wish
You wish it broke the card were in the format. One that should frankly be banned from expanding. Was for a while.
You know what? No. No, I already looked. I can't take that back.
So the habit is playing down all your starting Pokemon before you set while you set a play.
Fast.
So while it matters in
Path?
extended and unlimited or eternal, when you play your Pokemon down, because there are cards that can attack turn 1 or disrupt you turn 1, stuff like that.
in the sealed?
In standard, there's no reason to play them down because all it does is give your opponent additional information.
Whoopa.
It also means they're gust target, or not gust targets, but both
DT,
targets, and
Dark
that's not
Patch.
great either.
Research. What?
Dude, these are freaking Ryan starts, man. What the hell?
Dark Patch.
This is
And
yeah, basically exactly that. You hold them down until you actually need to play them down. Because it prevents them from being roped. It prevents your opponent from gaining any information they might gain from it. Especially when you're in a best of 1, but even in a best of 3, like you don't
Pass.
want your opponent to know
Draw.
what you have. Because it may change how they decide to play their turn.
Here we go.
Quaquaval and Ricky.
Sir.
Hey.
It's your current hand.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that post I heard a tweet that sent to you this morning?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the other reader. Yeah, Carla. Rare candy over here. I don't know if I want to do this, especially if I'm trying to telegraph that.
Show your opponent all the things.
Yeah. I know you have a freaking thing. You have a stadium in there. And you really have the combo online right there. Ready to hit me. Really?
So there's no league tomorrow at Dragon Slayer because of Free Comic Book Day. Free Comic Book Day basically just takes the store over for the day. So you're not missing anything anyway. Raymond, yeah, but you have to find your way over here.
I need more cards. Conceal cards.
Busted, abilities busted.
Really?
Dude, that's hilarious. Have you already used supporter?
Yeah, he did.
Dude, that's rough. That's rough, buddy.
Supporter marker.
You know, when V-stars go away, I need to just make it a supporter marker instead. That'd be really helpful, actually. Might just do it.
Well, somebody was saying that they're gonna make their V-star marker on the flip side. The the time rules, and they're gonna start tapping it
Pass.
because every time they play, somebody always is just wasting the time. Damn.
I mean, considering how long you guys sometimes take to make plays, it seems fun.
But would that be considered badgering?
Pointing at the
Quads.
The tapping is what the issue. Putting it out, it's fine. It's the tapping.
Ultra. This is gonna hurt. Pal pads. Ultra.
Go, let's see, go.
Eradicate.
How bad is that, Kate?
Ray, if you're referring to me, I work Saturdays, remember?
Yeah. I don't know if I record the bonus videos tomorrow.
I don't know.
Oh, thank God.
No, I don't know.
I did.
Eradicate. Trekking. Beach fort. Toxic swamp. Treat with beach port. And super fang.
I'm just gonna point out to me, I feel like going in with Eradicate is
I think so too.
because the Cloud doesn't have any energy on it, so
It's Syrian heavy. We are going to attack.
I love how the relic has the marker on it and it's their like your ability has already been used, even if I try to use you for the discard.
Ultra ball.
That's pretty bad on time, dude.
That's where I'm going.
Doof doof doof. Doof doof doof.
Should we? Maybe not. Go with flats one. What's it here?
5.
Discard penalties. Okie dokie. Yum.
The big advantage, I don't know, is if you never take any prize cards, you just keep drawing 6.
You drew 6. Judge. Yeah, we're just gonna.
That's a bad one.
We're missing one piece of the puzzle. Put it down for now. And we'll do propel shot. Into your hand, yes.
Nest.
No, probably not. The starter decks are pretty bad. About the only thing I'm gonna do with those is pick up an Ampharos. Just to have it for my Flappy version of Maridon to play around when I'm.
To be clear, those starter decks are Ampharos singles with
And
a
field
free book on the
cards.
side.
Free bulk is right. So to pay $8 to $10 for
For
Ampharos and a Bull. Get a paper plate up here.
GT. Clara.
Right, you have Irish, right? You have some amazing luck.
Ratatat. Toxic Swamp. Super Fang.
Wrong. I'm telling you, man.
And Clodsire been like, yeah, you insulted me, it's not gonna work.
I need one card to make the combo work. I have them in the active anyway.
Retreating with Beach Court.
Yes, we're treating with Beach Court. Ouch. Try luck. I heal none.
Sad face.
Not sure I have the correct area. Okay, not exactly what I wanted, but oh no, bad actually.
Screw it up.
No, it's just not what I needed. So, because of that, we are going to instead pivot. I'm going to play Artizone. And I'm going to Ultra Ball. We're going to Lively Samba for 60.
So switch, right?
Yeah. It's a misspell. If your opponent is affected by a special condition, which it should be, once you do that, it's 90. Okay.
Toxic Swamp. And Unseen Claw.
Did its job. Woohoo! And I'm a little guy. It was a little guy.
Draw. Why do I keep drawing you? This is like the third time I draw you. I keep putting you back in the deck and you keep coming back.
You remember when I kept drawing those researches, right?
Remember that game I played? It was like 3 researches in my sorting hand.
Jeez.
Had to did some. And a topic.
Artisan.
Arrow, what do you think?
Quack, 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 quack.
I don't think he thinks that.
Let's see.
He's asleep right now.
They love birds. They both love birds. She's actually way more spent than he is, but they both love birds.
He's just worse about sugar.
Shouldn't size restrict 4.
He loves sugar. You have to keep him away from it.
Somebody get
Mm.
violent.
That's. I'm glad I drew that last one though. Attach. Energy Carnival. And hang on.
Fine. So only 2 voice cards, which you got what select?
5.
5.
Too many. Love isn't true. Lovable. It's just something that we do.
You did both these, right?
Yes.
And then you also artisaned, right?
Mhm.
And the Quaxley came down this turn, right?
Watson? Yes, these two came down this turn. That's correct.
And then you, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and manual attached.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of making sure, like, I know what you actually have done that you can do and what you haven't done. Basically, what you haven't done is either play out the rest of your hand, retreat, or attack.
And Lively Samba.
There. Then we'll conceal.
You're talking about a scroll that from Scarlet and Violet?
Never punished.
Dude, you got the like.
boss.
like the most incredible luck possible.
So boss up the Quaquaval, Toxic Swamp, Super Fang.
Swova is really good in very specific matchups when you don't need a lot of bench stuff, but Quack does need bench stuff.
So yeah, 2-0.
2-0 against
Clodsire.
Yeah. It's rough.
That's rough.
Honestly, I actually off of that, I was hoping for a Dark Patch and Eradicate, but the first card was that. I was like, okay, we'll go.
Well, that is today's.
Because that was after like basically 2 Ionos in a row.
3.
And you got rid of it in one of them to the bottom of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
That was the purpose of it, but somehow, even if you draw 2 cards,
Will be the cards he needs. Alright, that is going to be today's stream.
Yeah.
We will record a bonus video later. The bonus video is going to be Quaquaval versus Richie Gigas. The Richie Gigas from Master Radiance with new stuff from Paldea Evolved. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like on the video. If you aren't subscribed, do subscribe. And if you're feeling generous and or want to buy some Justin Basil merch, please do visit store.justinbasil.com. Check out some of the cool stuff there. We got shirts and notebooks and
Hoodies,
hoodies, and
desk mats.
desk mats. Yeah, not these.
Not these
ones.
ones.
These are not desk mats.
These
they're a little smaller.
exclusive.
There's also a bigger one, but this is actually it's right here. This is the desk mat.
These are 2 of 3.
that gives you kind of an idea.
This is a little smaller. This one in particular is a little smaller than there's 2 of them on there. That's the smaller of the 2.
I mean, it's definitely something you can play on, but it's not
100%.
comfortable.
Yeah, it's a little small. But yeah, do check out the store if you haven't already, and do keep an eye out for the bonus video this week. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you in the next video.
Store.justinbasil.com.